Hey RC enthusiasts, the Parma 56 Fastlane that I won on the eBay auction has arrived, and boy did they pack it and ship it in an extremely funky manner. This is just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Wow, okay. But let me first just say that this is the largest RC shell I have ever seen in person. My buddy's got an 8th scale Vorza. His body is tiny compared to this. This is supposed to be a 10th scale short course truck body. Wow. I'm talking about my hand. When I spread my hand, I get about 8.5 inches. So from headlight to headlight, you know, I can't even touch the two headlights. That's how big this thing is. It's 22 inches long. 12.7 inches wide, 5.2 inches high. It is a freaking beast. Oh my God, this thing is big. It looks to me like I'll be able to fit the wheels inside the body. It won't have to stick out like a stupid looking monster truck. That's going to be so cool, man. Oh boy. So I'll get around to unwrapping this and getting it yeah, please, do not crush. Please don't crush. You can see this is the kind of protection they thought was adequate. So, whatever. It got here. No complaints. Whatever, man. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? But I'll tell you something. This shell, unpainted, you can't even hardly find it. If you do find it, it's $40. Plus shipping. I scored this custom painted shell for $36 shipped off of eBay. So am I complaining? No, but I am pointing out the fact that that was one hell of a way to ship something to somebody. See how it screwed the windows up and stuff? Actually, that's probably just a Parma casting mark. But might be just a Parma casting mark right there. Sometimes the windows will have weird distortional things, which I'm not too worried about. That looks like a Parma casting mark, but the big crush in the hood is kind of a bummer. You can see it. Unless that could also be a Parma casting mark. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. But you know what I can tell you? This thing is gigantic, and it's gonna make my son absolutely flip out when he sees it. This is the old-fashioned car he was asking me to get. He said, "Give me an old-fashioned car shell." Well, sir, that thing is a beast. It's bigger than any shell I've ever seen in person. It is really something. It's a nice looking shell, nice paint job, real happy with everything. Shipping could have been a little more professional, but you know what? For $36, I'm not going to fault the guy. I'm not going to fault. My son will tear this thing up anyway, so that's how it goes. I'm glad I got it for $36, because otherwise I could have spent $60, $70 buying one and painting it and doing all kinds of crazy things to it. And as it is, here it is, ready to go. Really cool looking body type, man. I like it. Very nice. He'll be very happy. Alright, RC enthusiasts, check this out. So if anybody's ever wondering, what is the wheelbase on the Parma 56 Fastlane Baja short course truck body? It is 13.5 inches by the looks of it. Because I've got about a 12 and a quarter wheelbase on this vehicle. It's not lining up. But what is super cool is this thing is so incredibly wide that I think I'll be able to dump the body down and have it riding over the tires just like a real car, instead of, you know, how a lot of vehicles don't do that. They look like silly monster trucks. So now right now I got axle wideners on the vehicle, so I could take those off and the tires would come in a lot. Because I think, let me see what we got. Yeah, like right now the tires are exactly in line with the outside of the body, which is super cool, but you know, it might not work out perfectly. I'm trying to lift it up. If I were to get the tires so that they were more inside, I don't think it would hurt the looks of it at all, man. I think if I had the tire, this is about how much the tire wideners are. That might be too much. But as you can see, the wheel well opening is a nice size for these kind of tires. I'm sure they mainly probably plan to have the thing mounted like right over top of the tires or something. This will be more like this. So I'm thinking this is going to look super tough when it's done. It's going to have this kind of a stance to it pretty much. As you can see, I got to make some links or something, man. I got some links ahead of me here. I'm not done yet, man. I got to stretch the wheelbase out. Oh boy. How am I going to do that, huh? That's going to be interesting. These funky uppers, I can stretch this out. Maybe I could just stretch out one end. Yeah, I guess. This can also be like a servo plate, so maybe what I'll do is I'll take the servo plate off of here. I'll put this around front, and I'll just keep the back the way it is. I don't know if I can do that. Ooh. See, the most I'm going to get here is about 1/2 of an inch. So I got to get an inch somewhere. I'm not really sure if these drive shafts are long enough, to be honest with you. That could be another issue. Darn drive shafts might not be long enough to handle this action. Oh boy. This is some big car body. Oh my god. And it just swallows the whole vehicle up. These things are like totally not even gonna, well, they might actually, that might work out somehow to be the body mount somehow. Let's see if that's the height. That actually looks pretty cool with the body up high like that, but, and you kind of need that if you want to have any kind of flex, but the body's going to be way over here. I mean, it's like another 1.5 inches, 2 inches away from that. Oh my god. It's going to be so crazy. But this might be a good place to start the roll cage idea. I was thinking of trying to build some kind of a, maybe I can use this for a platform, you know, to put the roll cage. I could drill through this maybe and have posts come up and have something go across the top, or I don't know, I gotta figure something out. This is the biggest body I've ever seen, so we'll see it from the front. It looks badass though. I like it. Now let's put it over the front wheels like it's supposed to fit pretty much. Wow, you could get this thing right on the ground if you wanted to. It could be the low rider. Do 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 do. Low rider. Yeah. I'm not really sure what the deal is here. What is it? What's it hitting? Oh, it's hitting this battery. Yeah, it's hitting this battery. Let's get the battery out of the way. See what happens if we got no battery in our way. Yeah. Everybody's telling me, do not put the battery on top. You will not like that. And you know what? I believe them. I really do. I believe them. I don't think the battery should go up top. That would probably be a bad place for it, wouldn't it? Yeah, so in order to get this thing to line up with the wheels right now, I got this right in the windshield. But check it out. When it lines up on the front wheels, it looks really wild. This is so crazy looking. The width on the with the wheel wideners is really looking good with this, but I really don't know how that's going to work for turning. It might work fine. It just might work fine, man. Look at that. That is so crazy. Oh man. Yeah. How is that going to work for turning, huh? Got to be a little bit forward. I don't really want to cut the wheel wells out, because every body I've had, I end up hacking the wheel wells out like it's a, you know, to make it room for articulation and stuff. I'm not going to do it on this one, because I want this one. See, when you turn, you're going to have to definitely have this much clearance here. Alright. That actually puts the rear wheels in exactly the right spot. What we end up with is the front wheels not lining up with the wheel wells. Huh. I wonder if we could kind of just split the difference on this somehow. Oh my gosh, what a beast. Let's see if I can move it around without damaging anything. I want to scratch the paint out in the first 2 seconds. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can get the wheel wells to line up without cutting anything, not making any links or anything. You got to have room for the front wheel to steer. It's hitting the bumper right now. Got to come forward. That puts this center right over in the center of this wheel well. I don't know. Maybe I don't have to do nothing. Just figure out how to get it on there. Is that the craziest looking thing or what? Oh yeah. What an awesome shell. I gotta tell you, my son's got some good taste in shells, man. This thing is expensive and it looks good. Wow, that is so cool. It'd be great if I could figure out how to dump it down like that. Of course, that isn't really practical, but it sure looks cool. What a thing, man. He's gonna trip. He is gonna trip. It is just, this is the size of my hand. It's 6 hands. It's a nice flame. Looks really cool.